and I am going to bring up our headliner. Are we ready for our headliner tonight? So let me tell you, our headliner tonight, he has a podcast on the Laugh Factory channel called Afro Noodles, and was recently on 3 2020 Super Bowl commercials and BET's College Hill show. Please welcome the very funny Willie Macc.
Heck yeah. Hi. As I was writing out the credits, I gave out my, they asked me my credits in like the little back room area, and I wrote BET or whatever. Then as I looked through the audience, I was like, maybe BET isn't the best credit to give right now in this type of... couple people looking like the bet channel. Oh, he's a gambler. That's what's up, man. That's nice. Oh man, I understand. I guess the progression of everybody talking about, like Carol was like, I just lost my job 2 weeks ago. And it's like, I lost mine 8 months ago. Like, it's been rough for most people in this entertainment industry. It just has. Like, my son is 18 now and all of that. Like, my son still works his full-time job. Like, he works a graphic artist job or whatever. And I had to borrow money from my son a couple months ago to pay child support on him. Like, that's where I'm at in my life. Like, I mean, you have to text your son like, hey, I'm gonna give it right back. Just let the court see it. Like, that's an actual conversation that I had. And Austin, I don't know where you at. Right, you kind of blend. Oh, there you are. All right, I'm gonna say you kind of blend into the background a little bit. And I love Taylor Swift. I'm gonna sit here and say this right now. I'm gonna say this in front of all these white people and non-white and the other categories these people are. It's like I do. I slept with my first white girl a few months ago, and now all of a sudden I listen to Taylor Swift. I drink LaCroix. I eat kale chips. I do. Like it's been and she's super cool. And I asked her, I was like, hey, you know, maybe me and you can like maybe you can date. She's like, I could never date you, Willie. And I was like, why? She's like, because I couldn't bring you home to my parents. And I was like, really? Because she's from South Carolina. I was like, why? And she's like, well, my dad said all black guys have bad credit. And I'm like, all of us? I was like, dang. I'm like, you know, with a couple $1,000, like, bad credit is fixable. Like, you're stuck with a small dick. Like, you can't. That doesn't increase, or like, you're stuck with that. Like, come on, try it out. Because I'm on the dating sites. I am. And I definitely feel I'm one of those guys that feel like some of these dating sites should have before makeup photos on there. Because look, I'm not trying to be shallow or anything, but like when I took another girl out, we went out when things was open. I took her out. We had a little cool time. We went back to my place to get comfortable. She like, let's get comfortable. I'm like, cool. Now, comfortable for a guy, shirt off, we're comfortable. Like that was it. Like that's comfortable for me. And comfortable for her, she went into the bathroom. She took her wig off, her eyelashes off, wiped off her makeup, took off the contour. She wiped off her eyebrows. I did not know women was drawing on eyebrows. I should know that I'm actually taking out a Ninja Turtle. Like, that shouldn't be something that I shouldn't find out this way. Like, this is really messed up. Like, no, literally, they drawing on freaking eyebrows. This blows my mind. Like, no wonder every time we went out, she just wanted pizza. She's like, let's just do pizza again. I was like, I'm dating Michelangelo right now. I don't know. I'm in Hollywood. I'm originally from, I heard you say Arkansas. Like, my family's from Helena. I was born in Pine Bluff. And so one thing about being from the South, how can I say this without it sounding crazy? Fuck it. I like bigger women. I do.
Yeah.
Woo! Yeah. Hey, don't. look, yeah, even you all are too small for me. Let me just say that. Like, I have bricks under my bed for a reason. Like, I'm gonna tell you this now. Like this. I don't like just any ordinary big girl. Like, I like the big girl, like when she gets in the passenger side and you open up the door, you have to drive off to close it. Like, let me pull up forward. Like there's some women you can try to lift that door up, or they try to get out with that one leg and like, oh, let me just close the door. Like, no, like the bottom of my car on the passenger side hasn't had paint for the longest. Like, I've been, hey, let me just pull off a little bit. You just hit it like this. So before you clap, know what I like. It's funny because like my son mom is 290 pounds. Like, that's how that's the don't Carl, I heard that. I heard you say, ooh, don't don't woo! How big? My God, Willie. Like, that's messed up. Big girls need love too, and I am all here for it. Like, I had my kid in high school. Hey, thank you. I guess, I don't know. Thank her. I don't know. So, like, I had my kid in high school because I know some of y'all I saw some of y'all's faces, like 18-year-old kid. Like, how old is he? Like, black don't crack, divided by 2, carry the 3. Oh shit, he's 65. Like, no, I actually have like I just started really early. First time I ever had sex in high school, I knocked up a lesbian who wanted to try out men. That's my story.
Oh wow.
Yeah, true story. Like, not the cheerleader lesbian either. Wow. Like, yeah, me and my baby mama both looked handsome at prom. Like, that's like we were both prom king. Like, me and my baby mama. Like, my baby mama's the one with like the low haircut with the baggy pants and the Timbo boots. Like, I knocked up a more masculine version of myself. Like, if I when I become a man one day, I'm gonna be my baby mama. Like, that's where I swear, y'all should see people's faces like when we was out in public, because we look like a gay couple that adopted a child. Like, and I did not look like the top in this gay relationship. They be like, oh, that's cute. Like no, it's not. I don't know. I got a very interesting story, and I'm gonna say this out of just like, because I know this makes people feel a certain way as I say things like this. Like, we did go to the abortion clinic. We were scared. We were scared 15-year-olds. We were scared 15-year-olds, and when we found out that she was pregnant, we went up there. We went up there with our $200. We slid it to the receptionist, like, hey, you know what we here for? And the receptionist was like, sirs, it's $250. We were $50 short on an abortion. And I remind my son of that all the time. Sir. Like, his birthday was a couple months ago, and he was like, Dad, can I get some Jordans? I was like, cool, man. And I gave him the $100 for the Jordans or whatever. And he was like, but Dad, they $150. I was like, That's being $50 short, don't it, Malcolm? Like, oh my God, we're having such an interesting time. We was talking earlier that I live downtown Los Angeles. I stay by the Staples Center, so I've been seeing like the Dodger celebrations. I've been seeing all the protests and all that other stuff. The Lakers celebrate. Go Lakers! Anyways, so I love the protests. I did. I know. I mean, Black Lives Matter all day, 100%. But I don't know about you all, and if y'all went. But in LA, white people pass out food at protests. Like, this is the most amazing thing ever. They're passing out waters, they passing out snacks, they passing out sandwiches. A couple of them passing out fried chicken, which was questionable, but I was here for it. Like anytime I was low on groceries, I went to the protest with my shopping bag. Like, some people would go to protest with signs. I was out there with my grocery bag, like Black Lives Matter. I'm like, thank you, thank you all, thank you. And if you're black, you get 2 waters. Like, how dope is that? Like, guilt water is the best water. With a 9+ pH balance. Guilt water. Get it now. I don't know. It was interesting for a while. Like, as much as I joke about it, it's interesting because after a certain point, you saw that a lot of these protests were starting to get trendy. Mm-hmm. They were starting to be like, you see the people that just went up there for the Instagram photo, or just, let me hold this drill real quick. Like, everybody's seen it. They busted folks. I knew it was getting trendy, so I went to one on Hollywood and Highland, obviously because I was low on food. And like, so I'm there, and this white lady comes up to me and she was like, "Hey, where's your sign?" I was like, "Oh, I don't have one." And she was like, "You can't come to a Black Lives Matter rally and not have a sign." I was like, "I am the sign." Like, this is for me. Like, this black fist is the same black fist that's on all these signs that you see. Like, asking me to carry a sign at a Black Lives Matter rally, like asking me to sign my own birthday card. Like, this is for Willie. Like, happy birthday, Willie, from Willie. Like, no, this is, I know what today is. Then it got interesting. It got cool. It got trendy, and then it got interesting in the sense that you started seeing businesses write on their thing like Black owned. Like, if you write Black owned on your business, apparently the Black people will skip over you. Like, that's apparently the secret. Like, they was writing Black owned on the businesses. Like, you know, in the Bible when they was putting lamb's blood on the doorpost, and then the angel was like, "Oh, this is one of the good ones." And like, just like, the ones that didn't laugh don't go to church. They're heathens. Lamb's blood in the Bible, what? Like, and it was like, we know which businesses are not Black owned. Like, there's no Black owned frozen yogurt place. Like, it was a Black owned frozen, like, don't no Black person own a hookah lounge. Like, we don't, what y'all talking about? Then you saw the questionable ones because they put an S on it, and like, it was like Black owned. I was like, hold on, wait a second, like, attack. And y'all not passing out food? I don't know, it's interesting because I am quarantined with my son. Like, I have him, he's in the other room. He sometimes stand outside my door. Okay. No, because usually he stands outside my door and just listens, and he'll be like, "So you talked about me again, huh, Father?" I was like, I'm like, "Did you really call me Father? Like, that's what I get for sending you to a private school. Like, that's my fault. Like, sending my son to a private school was probably one of the craziest things that I've ever done, because now my son thinks, since he's hanging around a lot of white people, he's bringing that to me, and I don't do any of that. Like, he wanted me to take him camping. He was like, "Hey, Dad, you think we can go camping?" I was like, "Hey, Malcolm, no." He was like, "Why?" I was like, "We're Black, Malcolm. That's why." There has been 20 seasons of when animals attack, and not one of them were Black people. Like, 20 seasons and never had one episode of a Black person getting kicked in the chest by an elk. We ain't ever got our ankles nibbled off by badgers and beavers. Like, we ain't out there. We understand when it says beware of, that means it's not for us. I'm like, if you want to do something risky, Malcolm, wear a hoodie and walk through Beverly Hills. Now that's dangerous right there. Like, do that, Malcolm, come back. So that got a little real for a couple people. Some people, like, you see them holding their mouth like, "Oh, he went there, huh?" Anyways, so like, and here's my real reason though, because white people have not sold me on what they know about wildlife. Honest, true. True. They say like if you see a grizzly bear in the wild, like if it gets big, if it's like you get big with the grizzly bear. You scream, it screams, and it scares them off. They say with like brown bears, if you lie down, it'll sniff around you and it'll scurry off. Like if it's brown, lie down, and they scurry off. Then they say if it's black, like if you encounter a black bear, run to the nearest lake because the black ones can't swim. It's like, wait a second, are we still talking about bears here? Like, are we like black bears don't like messing up their fur? Like, wait, no, don't do that to us. I feel like I can get away with some of these jokes because I wear glasses, and I know glasses just make me look safe. Like that's everybody scroll to Austin. Look at Austin. Look, he just kind of gives you these little chills. But because let me give you look. If I take my glasses off and look at everybody in the lens like this, it look like this angry black guy staring into the camera. But if I keep this face and put my glasses on, now I look like I'm thinking about something. All right, y'all. I'm Willie Macc. Thank you all for listening. Thank you all.